that he has understood all the Vedic knowledge. In the Vaishnava Parampara, it is said that if one is engaged in the devotional service of Krishna, then there is no need for any other spiritual process for understanding the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He has already come to the point because he is engaged in the devotional service of the Lord.
Because he is engaged in the devotional service of the Lord.
He has ended all preliminary processes of understanding.
He has ended all preliminary processes of understanding.
But if anyone, after speculating for hundreds of thousands of lives,
after speculating for hundreds of thousands of lives,
does not come to the point that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead,
does not come to the point that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead,
and that one has to surrender there, all his speculation for so many years and lives is a useless waste of time.
All his speculation for so many years and lives is a useless waste of time.
In other words, as a human being, we have a great responsibility. Animals don't have this responsibility, but a human being has a great responsibility. That responsibility is to understand he or she has a necessity to serve Krishna with love and devotion. That means that animals don't have that ability. Only humans have the ability to understand their relationship with God, Krishna. And if we simply eat, sleep, mate, and defend like animals, and avoid learning what our relationship is with Krishna and how to serve in that relationship with love and devotion, we've failed as a human being. And therefore, because we have we have failed trying to understand Krishna and engaging in Krishna's service, we go back to being an animal in the next life. Coming to the human form of life means that we have passed through the 8,400,000 species of life. And now, in the human form of life, we have the chance to liberate ourselves from the cycle of birth and death. If we ignore this and simply eat, sleep, mate, and defend like animals, and don't take any interest at all in who Krishna is and how to serve Krishna and how to develop love for Krishna, we will stay in the horrible situation of, in our next life, having the form of an animal instead of a human being. And then wait to go through all the different animal species to come back again to the human form of life. Therefore, there's a big responsibility when we have the human form of life. That responsibility is to surrender to the mercy of Krishna and engage in the service of Krishna and develop love and devotion for Krishna, and therefore Krishna will liberate you from this repeated birth and death that's going on. When somebody dies, they don't really die. They simply change their body. And there are 8,400,000 types of bodies a human being can have. When you come to the human form of life, it's the only bodily form from which one can understand one's relationship with God or Krishna, and therefore work for Krishna, serve Krishna with love and devotion, and then one is eligible to go back to the spiritual world where there's no more birth, death, old age, and disease, and there's only love and devotion for Krishna and all the other liberated souls, and that way we've attained the real purpose of life. So we should ask ourselves, what is the purpose of life? Why have we been born, and why do we have this body of a human being? There are millions of bodies. There's animals and insects and all kinds of different bodies and living entities. But we have a human body, and we also have human intelligence, and that is superior to all the different animals and insects and other different types of living beings. Now, what is our real purpose in life? That is, we have to ask ourselves that question. What am I supposed to do in this world? And how can I actually prepare myself to free myself from the cycle of birth and death and go back to the spiritual world where there is no more birth, old age, disease, and death? Don't think that there is no spiritual world. There is a spiritual world. And don't think that, well, when I die, everything is over and I will be no longer a person. No, you cannot kill yourself. Your soul is eternal. But you can engage in, let's say, sinful activities by which you will get the body of an animal, or even worse than that. There are 8,400,000 species of material life. So we've gone through all those species to come to the human form of life. And if we waste the human form of life, just like by eating, sleeping, mating, and defending, we go back again into the animal kingdom or the insect kingdom. And we have to wait to come back again to the human form of life. Every one of us has an eternal soul. So we cannot really die. But we can go up and down in the different species of material life without being liberated from the cycle of birth and death. But when we become intelligent and we realize what the real purpose of human life is, when you have human intelligence and you have all types of possibilities to learn what is the real purpose of life by coming to the temple, by asking questions, and engaging in Krishna conscious activities, you awaken yourself from ignorance and you develop the understanding of what is the real purpose of human life. It is to develop love and devotion for Krishna and go back to the spiritual world where there's no birth, death, old age, and disease. There is eternal life and eternal, let's say, eternal people also that have understood what is the purpose of life and acted properly and then have become liberated. This liberation from mundane life, and what is mundane life? Well, the animals, they eat, they sleep, they mate, and defend. What differentiates the human being from the animal is that the animal just eats, sleeps, mates, and defends, but the devotee or the human being, the human being has the ability to understand how to free himself from the cycle of birth and death. The animal doesn't have that ability. Therefore, if we're lucky enough to have a human body, now we have to act as a human being. The purpose of the human body is to understand our relationship with God. God is the original personality who can free us from the cycle of birth and death. Therefore, the more we learn about Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and the more we engage in devotional service, bhakti, serving God with love and devotion, the more we become eligible to be freed from the cycle of birth and death, and we go back to the spiritual world. That is actually the purpose of the human body. We're not simply animals. When you have the human body, you also have the human intelligence to free yourself from the cycle of birth and death. So today's verse says, and very nicely, the most confidential part of the Vedic scriptures, and I'm sorry, we'll start from the previous verse. It says, Yomam evam asamoha janati purushottamam sasarvavid bhajante mam sarvabhavena bharata. Whoever knows me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, in other words, whoever knows me, meaning Krishna, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, without doubting, is the knower of everything. He or she, therefore, engages himself or herself in full devotional service to me, O son of Bharata. So, what is devotional service? Let's ask that question. That means you see every day when you come to the temple, you'll see that there are pujaris serving the deities. That is devotional service. Not only the pujaris, but even at home, you can serve Krishna. You can have a deity of Krishna, and you can offer your food to Krishna before you eat, infallible. And because I am the greatest, I am celebrated both in the material world and in the Vedas as the Supreme Person. And the explanation in the verse follows. No one can surpass the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, neither the conditioned soul nor the liberated soul. He is therefore the greatest of all personalities. Now it is clear here that the living entities and the Supreme Personality of Godhead are individuals. The difference is that the living entities, either in the conditioned state or in the liberated state, cannot surpass in quantity the inconceivable potencies of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is incorrect to think that the Supreme Lord and the living entities are being on the same level or equal in all respects. There is always the question of superiority and inferiority between their personalities. The word uttama is very significant. No one can surpass the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Lord Loke signifies in the Purusha Agama and the Smriti scriptures, as confirmed in the Nirukti dictionary, Lokyate Vedartho Nena. The purpose of the Vedas is explained by the Smriti scriptures. The Supreme Lord, in his localized aspect of Paramatma, is also described in the Vedas themselves. The following verse appears in the Vedas, Chandogya Upanishad 8.12.3. Tavad esa samprasado smay charitra samutaya param jyoti rupam sampada svena rupa bin nishipadaye sa uttama purusha, which means the Supreme Godhead or Supreme Soul coming out of the body enters the impersonal Brahmajyoti, and then in his form he remains in his spiritual identity. That Supreme Personality is called the Supreme Lord or Personality. This means that the Supreme Personality is exhibiting and diffusing his spiritual effulgence, which is the ultimate illumination. That Supreme Personality also has a localized aspect as Paramatma. By incarnating himself as the son of Satyavati and Parashara, he explains the Vedic knowledge as Vyasadeva. Well, basically, God is in our heart. He's the closest person to us. And Krishna is the knower of everything we do and everything we desire and everything that we attempt to perfect in our life. If we become serious to serve Krishna, just like if you love someone, you will serve them. In the same way, if you learn to serve Krishna, you'll develop love for Krishna. That is the most important relationship that you can have as a human being. Animals don't have that ability, but human beings can actually love Krishna and engage in the service of Krishna. Then you become a real person, and you will develop all the requirements to go back to the spiritual world. Yeah. Well, let her come. Okay. Let me finish, and then she can. I don't have to read that. She can read it.
Okay, because I thought you read so that you can read, but she can want to read.
Yeah, it's her book. It's not my book.
Yeah, she wrote something for us about book so that you can introduce. That's fine.
So, the purpose of spiritual life is to know who Krishna is and how to serve Krishna. And gradually, you'll begin to have love for Krishna. When that love for Krishna develops, then you are going to be able to have a very peaceful life with the protection of Krishna throughout all the situations of your life, and at the moment of death, be able to remember Krishna and go back to the spiritual world. That is the real purpose of human life. The most important moment in the life of a person is the moment of death. Now, normally, people think the moment of death is the worst time. But actually, for the devotee, the moment of death is the best time, because that's when all the service they did for Krishna will accumulate to the point where at the moment of death, they can remember Krishna and go back to the spiritual world. Whereas if we've been wasting our time eating, sleeping, mating, and defending, and just having mundane life, we won't be able to remember Krishna at the moment of death, and we'll continue in changing the body, and maybe if we've been engaged in sinful activities, go into the animal world again, and wait many births and deaths to come back again to the human form, and again have another chance to free ourselves. So since we have the human form now, we have to understand what the purpose is of the human form. It's to understand our relationship with God. If you understand our relationship with God and act in that relationship, you can be liberated forever in the spiritual world, where there's no longer birth, death, old age, and disease, where you can be directly in contact with Krishna and all the other great devotees that have been liberated, and you are now a real person. Being in the material world and simply eating, sleeping, mating, and defending like an animal is not who you really are. That's what animals do. But devotees, or real servants of Krishna, they engage in practical service to Krishna. Just like you see the pujaris, they're serving the deities. That is practical service to Krishna. You can do the same thing in your home by having a picture of the deities, or you can also have a form of the deities of Krishna and worship, chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. This Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is specifically given to us in this age of Kali Yuga, to help us free ourselves from the cycle of birth and death. So if you simply chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, eat only Krishna Prasadam, a vegetarian food that's been offered first to Krishna and offered back by Krishna with love and devotion, then you become eligible to go back to the spiritual world. That should be the real purpose of life. I remember one time, long time ago, when I was just a kid, and I think at that time I was about 10, 11, 12 years old, and I was with my dad, and I was talking with my dad, and all of a sudden a question came in my mind. And I said to my father, I said, Dad, I said, every day you go to work and I go to school, and then I eat something, and I come back from school to the house. Then we also have dinner, and I learn some things in school, and I take a bath, and then I have to go back to school again the next day. What does it all mean? What's the purpose of life? And my father, who was not very, let's say, Krishna conscious, he slapped me really hard in my face and said, "Don't ask stupid questions." So I never asked him that question again. But when I asked that question to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, I got the final real knowledge of what is the purpose of life. The purpose of life as a human being is to develop love and devotion for Krishna, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and be liberated from the cycle of birth and death. My father didn't have that knowledge because he had too many bad habits. But his son did develop that knowledge by the mercy of Krishna and the devotees, and obviously Srila Prabhupada is my Guru Dev. And I have spent the rest of my life, at least the last 70 years, serving Krishna and being very happy and preparing myself also to go back to the spiritual world. So there's a real necessity to come to the temple regularly, hear the lectures, chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. This chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is your ticket to go back to the spiritual world. You want a ticket to go back to? This is it. And it's free. See? It's a free ticket. If you simply chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra every day and associate with genuine devotees, eat only Krishna Prasadam, and hear lectures about Krishna, and engage in Krishna's service, along with all the other things you do in your life, but you need to have Krishna as the focus of all the things you do in your life, then you will be eligible to go back to the spiritual world. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Now, I'm going to ask an important question. Do you have any questions? Because if you don't ask a question, believe me, you don't learn anything. But if you ask a question and get the proper answer, you will learn something. So, are there any questions you would like to ask? And don't be afraid. You will not. You'll be respected by asking a question. Hare Krishna. Any questions? Give him that. Yeah. It's not on. It's not on.
Hello.
Yeah.
Many people are devoting their time in serving others.
Others. Yes.
And or how do we say whether that is dedicated to
Krishna?
Krishna?
Or just dedicated to what? The air?
Yeah, that's what I would like to know from you.
Well, you are a person, right? Now, Krishna is also a person. Therefore, when you come to the temple and you have a relationship with devotees, where you interact with them, you might ask questions, you can dance with them, you can hear the lectures. So that interaction means you are making spiritual advancement. Now you can go to a bar and drink liquor, but there's no spiritual advancement, right? If anything, there's spiritual spiritual loss. But when you engage in Krishna consciousness and associate with devotees, you're becoming educated for spiritual life. That is what this temple is about, to educate people in spiritual life, how to understand who Krishna is and how to serve Krishna, to gradually develop love for Krishna, and then be liberated eternally and go back to the spiritual world. If we understand what is the purpose of life, just like when I asked my father, what is the purpose of life? And he just slapped me and said, don't ask stupid questions, right? So then I realized not to ask my father that question again. But I did ask that question to my guru, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. You can see his form right here. I did ask him that question, and he answered that question to me. And he said, the purpose of life is to understand your relationship with God, Krishna, and then act in that relationship. So how do you act in that relationship? Number one way to act in that relationship is to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. If you chant this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, you are directly connected to Krishna and are developing the qualification to go back to the spiritual world. So now we are going to chant Hare Krishna. Hare Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hey,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Bolo
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya,
Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya,
Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya,
Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Bolo Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya.
Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya.
Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya.
Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya.
Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya
Hey,
Jaya.
bolo Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya.
Govinda
Govinda
Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya.
Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya. Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya.
Jaya.
Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya. Bolo Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya. Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya. Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya. Hey, bolo Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya. Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Bolo
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Ram Rama,
Ram Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya.
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 Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Radha Radharamana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Bolo Radharamana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Radharamana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Govinda 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 Govinda.
Govinda 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 Govinda.
Bolo Govinda 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 Govinda.
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 Radharamana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya. Radharamana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya. Radharamana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Radharamana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare
Ye bola Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya.
Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya.
Radharamana Hare Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Radharamana Hare Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Bolo Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya.
Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya.
Radharamana Hare Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Radharamana Hare Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Krishna 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 Krishna. Hey!
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 Rama Raghava Rama Raghava Rama Raghava Rakshama.
Ram Raghava Ram Raghava Ram Raghava Rakshama.
Rama Raghava Rama Raghava Rama Raghava Rakshama.
Ram Raghava Ram Raghava Ram Raghava Rakshama.
Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Pahimam.
Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Pahimam.
Bola Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Pahimam.
Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Pahimam.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna,
Hari Bol.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare
Hey Bolo,
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare
Bolo
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Nitya Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol,
Hari Bol,
Hari Bol, Nitya Gaura Hari Bol,
Nitya Gaura, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitya Gaura, Hari Bol.
Nitya Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitya Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitya Gaura, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Nitya Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitya Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitya Gaura, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Nitya Gaura Premanandi ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Premanandi, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. We're going to continue chanting, but first I have a few things to say. First of all, our feast sponsors today, and we appreciate very much our free sponsors for this festival. Number one is Raghav Goel. Raghav Goel, he's, it's his father's 100th birthday.
Grandfather.
Oh, well, we wish Raghav many, many happy more birthdays. Hare Krishna. And secondly is Kumaran Bhakta Vachalam. Kumaran Bhakta Vachalam.
Hari Bol.
And number three is Padmalata Vasir Reddy and Raj Kumar Vasir Reddy. Hare Krishna.
Haribo.
Now, we have the Kartik Damodar period is coming, or it's starting on the 6th of October, tomorrow. And it's a very, very auspicious period of this year. And it's the holiest month of the calendar period. It starts on the 6th of October and ends on the 4th of November. And what do we do? Well, we chant Hare Krishna. And we engage in more spiritual activities. And we give up bad habits and we engage only in good habits. It's called Deep Dana Mahotsava. So it starts on the 6th, that means tomorrow, and ends on the 4th of November. So this is a time where we chant more Hare Krishna, and we eat very, let's say, carefully, not overeating, and we regularly come to the temple and engage in devotional activities with children and parents, and above all, chanting Hare Krishna, and learning more and more about what is Kartik Damodar, the holiest month of the year. Okay, and also I have something else to talk about here. That is one of our nicest devotees, Navakishori Devidasi, is launching a book called Influence to Win, written by Namnita Purushit, or Navakishori Devidasi. Here she is right here, and here is the book. So, it's, you want to speak about your book? Go ahead. See? She wants to, Priya wants to know more about your book.
We have her blessing. Thank you so much, Maharaj, and thank you, Chaitanya Sundar Prabhu.
Speak louder.
Hare Krishna. You can hear you? Okay. So I've been a part of this congregation since 2005, been raised in Krishna consciousness by His Holiness Harivilas Maharaj. And I used to be a techie like most of you, and then I've switched to leadership and life coaching for the last 10 years. And by His grace, I have been able to serve leaders in various different companies, Amazon, Uber, Microsoft, and even Indian Navy, Indian Army, etc. So a challenge I see with a lot of people, and especially people of faith and people who are trying to be humble and practice spirituality, is a lot of times you don't feel heard, you don't feel seen in meetings. You don't believe in the politics and manipulation that a lot of other people do, and you wonder what is the right way for you to grow. Well, we have her blessing. Yeah, okay, thank you. So, how do we influence people? How do we win trust without politics, with integrity, without manipulation, and how do you do it with ease? That is the subject of the book. In the book, you learn a 3-step process. It's called the PI. It's called the PI framework, and it's a small book, and a lot of leaders have appreciated it because it's small. It's a quick read, and I'm happy to serve you through the book. A lot of what is there in the book, and I've also shared anecdotes of what I had the fortune of learning under Harivilas Maharaj's guidance while serving as a volunteer in the temple. So a few stories around that. So I invite you all to also get the book and find support in as you grow in your careers, as you try to find influence in your families, and as you try to influence your children. You have a support system, you have a tool structure to do it in a way that aligns with your values and ethics and your spirituality. Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Please.
Haribol, Haribol.
where can the devotees find your book?
I can stand behind and I'll be there. And also it's online, available on my website.
What's the name of the book?
Influence to Win.
Which means you're going to be a winner, right? Haribol. All
Haribol,
right, thank you
Haribol.
very much. And you can talk to Mataji in the back over there.
Yeah.
And we'll be happy to see your book flourish. Thank you very much. Okay, here it is. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yeah, thank you. You got a picture? Be careful, you're going backwards, you might fall, you know. Okay, thank you. All right, so this tomorrow is the beginning of Kartik. And the Kartik Damodar, the holiest month of the year. So during this month, we do extra chanting, extra preaching, extra activities that are Krishna conscious, to be able to be more Krishna conscious every day. That means that we have a chance to increase our love and devotion for Krishna during this period. So the devotees will sometimes chant more rounds. Instead of chanting 16 rounds, they might chant 20 rounds. They come more frequently to the temple. They do seva in the temple. They come with us on Harinam Sankirtan. There are many ways to increase your services to serve the deities and serve Krishna. You can also engage in the kitchen. You can also, we have so many classes going on, teaching Bhagavad Gita. And we also have Harinam Sankirtan, going out in the streets and preaching and chanting. So this is a period where we intensify our devotional service so that we can remember Krishna more clearly and more ecstatically during this month of Kartik. So thank you very much, and chant Hare Krishna and be happy. So now my next question is, are there any questions you would like to ask? Don't be afraid, because if you ask a question, you're definitely going to learn something. So are there any questions anyone would like to ask? Don't raise your hands all at once. Haribol, Priya. Priya is a wonderful cow. She is a beautiful cow also, and she's with us tonight. Is that right, Priya? Why don't you say something? Are there any questions? Don't be afraid. Ask a question. Ask a question. Yep, here's a nice question by a young lady. How old are you? Here, take the microphone.
I'm 10 years old.
What?
I'm 10 years
10
old.
years old. Okay. Thank you. And what is your name?
My name is Aria. Aria.
Aryan. Oh, that's a nice name.
Thank you.
You have a very nice name. Okay, Aryan, what would you like to say?
You were talking about how a person doesn't like die. It has they keep coming from different animal after a human life, and right. Does it keep going on and on forever, or does it have like a number of how many lives?
Okay, you're asking about what happens to a person when they die?
Like how many lives does a person have? Does it keep going, or does it just have a number of lives and then